last time you ate fast food? Today, last night, last week, regardless, there are still immense effects on your body. Not many people consider the health effects that come when scarfing down a Big Mac and a large order of fries, or even a small order of chicken McNuggets for that matter. But let me tell you, there are a plethora of dangers that come from this. Through much research, I have seen and learned the unhealthy effects of this. And at the end of my speech, I hope that you all will think twice before ordering fast food again. Fast food is not only harmful to the environment and animals, but also harmful to you, individually. And there are much better alternatives if you just choose to use them. So to begin with, the food industry goes to long lengths to make the food that they serve to you. I would first like to take the time to acknowledge the preparation behind the food. The biggest aspect in food preparation is the animals incorporated in the food. According to the true documentary, Food Incorporated, cattle are only intended to eat the grains and grass that grows on the fields. But farmers have instead been feeding them strictly corn diets to create the ever-famous corn-fed cattle. What the people don't know is the fact that the cattle's intestines and stomach cannot handle the corn. So if they would not butcher them when they do, they would die within 6 months anyway. The cows also suffer cruel treatment as they are put in feedlots with hundreds of other cows. So this is not much room to move, so they gain weight faster. And besides the cows, the chickens are also treated unfairly. They are put into coops that resemble the feedlots, that are extremely dark and have limited movement. This causes the chickens to grow twice as big in half the time, with an emphasis on breast enlargement. Because the breasts are made so huge, because that's the main ingredient that goes into the chicken nuggets and the chicken strips served in restaurants. And as proof of this, McDonald's.com states that the only meat used in McDonald's chicken McNuggets is chicken breast meat. You may ask, why does McDonald's and other fast food establishments allow this? But that's because the fast food industry honestly lacks empathy. To the food industry, profits come before health. They will do whatever it takes in order to secure the most money that goes into their pocket at the end of the day. It is proven that unhealthy processed foods are cheaper to produce, and this is why fatty foods are promoted so much, and why 70% of food advertisements are for snacks, candy, alcohol, and soft drinks. This poor treatment of food comes back to harm the innocent consumers of America, you. Due to the horrible processing techniques used in fast food, it is extremely unsafe for people to eat. FitDay.com, a trusted nutrition website, claims that fast food does not contain the nutrients that your body needs, leaving your body feeling tired and without energy. The lack of proteins and good carbohydrates leads to a decreased level in blood sugar and causes you to feel grumpy and crave sugar. The surplus of sugar and bad carbohydrates leads to type 2 diabetes, and the sodium levels also contribute to a heightened risk of heart disease. And this model right here shows it in a greater description. As for McDonald's food, it is extremely high in fat as well as calories. So this sausage McMuffin contains 360 calories and 22 grams of fat. Now 4 grams of fat equals the amount of fat in 1 teaspoon of butter. So this sausage McMuffin contains 5.5 teaspoons of butter. The infamous Big Mac has 550 calories and 29 grams of fat, which equals 6.5 teaspoons of butter. And then comes the chicken nuggets. There are 470 calories in a 10-piece order of chicken McNuggets and 30 grams of fat, which is a total of 7.5 teaspoons of butter. So when you eat chicken McNuggets, you might as well eat a cup of butter. Now every meal has to come with a soft drink, and McDonald's is notorious for their drink sugar content. So a small caramel frappe contains 450 calories and 57 grams of sugar. Now 1 sugar cube is equivalent to 4 grams. So this frappe contains 14 cubes of sugar. As for ice cream, a 12-ounce Oreo McFlurry contains 510 calories and 64 grams of sugar, which equals 16 sugar cubes. And finally, everyone's old-time favorite, the large soda pop. 1 large Coke contains 280 calories, which is less than all the other calorie contents, but it has 76 grams of sugar, which equals a whopping 19 cubes of sugar. And in addition, the way McDonald's makes their food can sometimes be deadly. There has been a huge increase in the number of E. coli outbreaks lately. This is because hundreds of different slaughtered cows are combined to make 1 single patty. And if a single one of those cows was suffering from any type of disease, that patty is now infected, and if you eat it, you will get sick. The government deliberately hides facts like these so people continue to purchase and stimulate the economy. Not only is junk food making society sick, but it's making them bigger as well. In fact, according to Steve Streifler, an anthropologist from Yale University, nearly 2/3 of Americans, which is 130 million people, are overweight, and 1/3 of Americans are obese. To put things in perspective, obesity is not just a hindrance to someone's appearance, but it's a deadly part of their life. In fact, obesity is quickly approaching smoking as the #1 cause of death in the United States. Today's youth, which is tomorrow's adults, are heavier than ever and consume above 200 calories more per day than ever before. And finally, society is finally starting to realize this problem, but they know that it's not just the people's fault, but also the food industries. So now that you know the facts behind fast food, I would like to point you in a new, healthier direction. Although it may be difficult, there are ways to avoid the seemingly unavoidable fast food monstrosity. Sometimes it's simply not possible to abstain from fast food. In this case, it is vital to be smart when ordering. Stephen Aldana's nutrition guide aided me in this research. First, analyze all the words on the menu. Try to avoid any descriptions that include the words breaded, crispy, fried, or in a cream sauce. Always drink water with your meal, because as you can tell, the sodas just contain empty, sugar-filled calories. You can also undress your meal by saying, "No mayonnaise on my chicken sandwich," or "dressing on the side of the salad." Also, remember portion sizes. Don't be afraid to take home leftovers, because if you eat the entire serving in front of you, you'll feel miserable and stuffed the rest of the day. And finally, try to abstain from buffets. Majority of people overeat at buffets in order to get their money's worth. Now, obviously, the best choice would be to sit down and have a nice home-cooked meal. Restaurants may be able to recreate the feel of the home kitchen and make a meal that tastes just like your grandma's home-cooked lasagna, but it's considerably less nutritious. When eating at home, you control the portion sizes and can incorporate as many fruits and vegetables as you like. As a result of this decision, you will feel more chipper, upbeat, and healthier, as well as having an accomplished sense of pride in yourself. Now that you have all the information necessary, the final decision is yours to make. Fast food is not only harmful to the environment and animals, but also harmful to you individually, and there are much better alternatives if you just choose to use them. Food industries prepare food in inhumane ways and serve it in unsanitary manners. This then leads consumers to get sick, then overweight, then obese. The only way to combat this trend is to reevaluate ourselves. We don't need fast food, and there are much healthier options if we just choose to use them. Your body is a precious jewel, and only you have the power to control how it is fueled. After all, you are what you eat.